free phone number and receive text messages to that, etc. Um, there's also the Burner app where you can essentially do the same thing. And there's even Google Voice, right, which you can create with kind of a throwaway Gmail account, etc. But as you will see in the live demonstration in the field trip that we took today, my Text Now phone number actually did not work, and I believe the reason, after doing some research afterwards, is that it wasn't connected to any sort of SIM card or provider or carrier, right? And so, CoinFlip or whoever the operator is can identify that and see that, okay, this phone number is not connected to any actual, again, SIM card or active service, cellular service, and hence it appears that those are not supported. So you may be thinking, well, what's the answer? And the answer is something called Text Verified. So I am going to link the following presentation. So this is from our good pal X21 on Twitter. Follow him for a ton of great.
In any booming industry, once a product is created, thousands of ancillary businesses begin popping up to support that industry. As an example, think of all the iPhone accessory brands that launched after the iPhone first dropped. In the world of cryptocurrency, this is no different. From digital wallets and exchanges to media sites and influencers, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have taken the business world by storm. One of the most
GG. Oh, my fucking gun. My gun glitching out there. GG. I'm rushing an AI get rocked. on in here, man. I knew it was one of the motherfuckers Sugarloaf, man. Alright, Bitcoin Depot. Fuck. Why I didn't hear it? What the fuck is going on with the sound in this game now, bro? Sound used to be great. Now this shit suck. God damn it. You dirty fuck. God, good shot. Living room, they sponsor. Yo, behind us right here. Okay. You could have just tried to make a little bit more noise. Yo, this nigga just killed me, bruh. Yo, you jumped right in front of me. God damn it.
Ripple's new stablecoin RLUSD is ready to go live at any moment. We got the legal clarity from the New York Department of Financial Services. Not only do we have RLUSD, and we also have XRP with legal clarity that nobody else in the space has. I'm going to speak to the competitive advantages that Ripple has and why we're so excited about this stablecoin coming to the XRP Ledger ecosystem. Now, behind me on the whiteboard, you can see I'm also going to be answering 5 frequently asked questions in regards to this RLUSD. It's set to go live any moment now. It's time to get locked in. Let's get it going. And if you appreciate our content, make sure you guys have subscribed, hit that notification bell, and maybe share this with a friend who needs to get locked in on what RLUSD is all about. So let's get started here. You need to follow Ripple Stablecoin Tracker. This is an X account put together by our good friend Vet, a UNL validator, one of our validators on the XRP Ledger. Ripple Stablecoin Tracker, I'm going to link this up in the description down below. But what we're seeing right now, 2.6 million RLUSD transferred from the Treasury, and that was after it just got minted at the Treasury. So they are firing up that money printer, we could call it, right? Firing up that money printer right now, 2.6 million minted at RLUSD Treasury, 10.3 million minted and transferred here. This is on Ethereum. So one that I didn't put up there, but I should mention, yes, RLUSD will be issued on Ethereum along with the XRP ledger. So once again, we're going to be watching the transactions for now on the XRP ledger and on Ethereum. If it does get issued on any other blockchains, we'll be tracking that as well. And so that account is once again linked up down below, the Ripple Stablecoin Tracker. Now, we also been watching some big whale movements on XRP. 99 million XRP transferred from an unknown wallet to unknown wallet. And so we have rampant speculation being shared on RLUSD. Is it going to be backed by XRP? Is it going to be backed by gold? Is this the new treasury note? In this video here, I want to answer it very simply with 5 frequently asked questions. Let's get right on into it. Now, before I get into the frequently asked questions that we're going to answer for you here today, I do want to let you know that I'm going to be making a comparison video between Ripple and the Federal Reserve, both private institutions issuing money. Ripple does have the advantage that they do have some XRP. Federal Reserve, I don't know if they're still considering the buyback or not, but hey, we're going to stay focused on the RLUSD in this video. So tune back though for the next video where we do make that comparison. And then I wanted to mention, if I did miss anything, make sure to comment down below any other questions or comments that you have. We'll make sure to get those answered. Greatly appreciate your support. So starting off, RLUSD, what is it backed by? Is it backed by XRP? Is it backed by gold? No. It is backed by dollars and short-term treasury bills. This is the same thing that Circle has done and the same thing that Tether has done, where they're holding a bunch of cash in bank accounts and short-term treasury bills. Now, this is where these companies are making so much money. It's not just on the transactions, but also on the ability to collect interest on the collateral that they're holding to back their tethers or back their USDC. Now, where this is going to be different is Ripple has their own trust company. So, as I said in the point 2, where is the collateral? Where are the dollars? Where are the T-bills held? That's at Standard Custody, a trust company, not a bank. So Ripple's not going to be getting caught up in any of these banking crisis problems that we have, just like Circle did with Silvergate, when they had $3 billion of their collateral was held at that bank that ended up going bust. This is a competitive advantage that Ripple has where their collateral will actually be held at their own trust company. No counterparty risk. Now, in regards to RLUSD being backed by XRP, understand this nuance. RLUSD is going to be issued on XRP Ledger and Ethereum. When it comes to the XRP Ledger, every single transaction will burn XRP. Now, is that a backing? No. Is it a one-to-one peg? No. But could you say that RLUSD is backed by XRP because it's issued by Ripple? By extension, I feel comfortable saying that everything that Ripple does is backed by XRP. We know that they have nearly 40 billion in escrow and probably another 5 to 10 billion outside of the escrow. So by extension, let's not get lost on the technical nuance, but yeah, everything that Ripple does is backed by XRP, which is why they have a competitive advantage against the Fed, and why they have a competitive advantage against Circle and Tether. They might have treasuries and cash and bank accounts, but none of them have XRP. So RLUSD is going to be backed by dollars and T-bills, and it's going to be held at standard custody. Third question, where will you be able to get RLUSD? It is going to be listed on centralized exchanges. Uphold's already confirmed it. Caleb and Brown's already confirmed it. I would suspect that Coinbase would be confirming that as well. Those are 3 community resources that I have linked up down below. You can check out those. But we anticipate it being issued on other centralized exchanges as well. Now, it is going to be available on the DEX, and what we're going to see is that folks will take RLUSD that they get from centralized exchanges, and they'll bring it to the DEX, and we'll be talking about the AMMs here shortly. But, you know, they'll be able to do whatever they want with the RLUSD after they have it. Right after you send it off of the Coinbase exchange or the Uphold exchange to your wallet, whether that's Zalman or another wallet, you'll then be able to use it within the DEX at your own discretion. So it'll be available on centralized exchanges, it will be available on the DEX, and it also will be available directly from Ripple if you're an institution. So if you're listening to my voice here, odds are that you're not an institution, and maybe you do work for one though. You see, if you work for an institution, then you would be able to get it directly from Ripple. So the way that this will work is that basically Coinbase is going to collect dollars from us. We'll send dollars from our bank account to Coinbase, and then Coinbase will redeem those dollars with Ripple, or standard custody is most likely where they'll send that money, and then RLUSD will be minted and then sent back to Coinbase in return. So basically it's a mint on demand, and when they're getting started, I anticipate that Ripple will provide some of that initial liquidity getting going, where they'll basically fund RLUSD going to these centralized exchanges with their own dollars. Basically, it's just like if you create a meme token right now on First Ledger, you need to provide the initial liquidity. So you provide 100 XRP, and that goes into the AMM liquidity pool, which basically creates a market for the asset. In a similar fashion, Ripple's going to create a market for this asset by issuing it to their institutional partners, and they're also going to issue it to their exchange partners. That's where it will be available on the centralized exchanges for you and me. And as more and more demand for RLUSD grows, more and more RLUSD will get printed. And this is where I'm predicting that RLUSD will surpass Circle and Tether to have the largest market cap in the stablecoin game. Remember, this is a 160 billion market right now, moving towards a 3 trillion stablecoin market just over the course of the next few years. So the timing of Ripple stablecoin, it would have been better to have it a few years ago. Sure, granted, it always would have been better to plant that tree yesterday, but better late than never. Now, moving on. What kind of yield can we get? So right now on your USDC, many exchanges are going to offer you about 4.5, maybe 4.75%. And that's because short-term treasury bills are at about 4.3% right now. And the treasury market has been about 4 to 5% for short-term treasuries, all the way to long-duration treasuries, right? Not going to get lost on that in regards to the bond market, but that's what the treasury bills are. Basically, you're giving the government, giving the U.S. government your money for 1 month or 3 months, and in return they're going to give you, or they're having to give you 4.3% to get anybody to buy those treasuries from our government, from our treasury. So what you're seeing right now is that many platforms are offering 4 to 5% yield for holding your USDC, or on Uphold, if you just hold cash in an Uphold account, they're offering you 4.5%, give or take. And so I anticipate that we'll see something similar for RLUSD. And that's a matter of Ripple, along with their centralized exchanges, passing on down that yield that they are earning from the collateral. So they don't have to, right? You don't get paid a yield on a lot of Tether that's being held. And so it's really up to the exchanges on whether or not this is going to get passed on down to you. Ripple can pass it on down to the exchanges, and the exchanges can pass it on down to us, or they don't have to at all. But this is a matter of being competitive, and so with USDC offering 4.5%.
Yo, he is right there.
Now, for RLUSD to be competitive in that game, you're going to expect something similar. So 4 to 5% is what I anticipate for right now. And basically, whatever the going rate for the treasury bills that are backing RLUSD, that will be the rate that you can expect. So if rates go down, Black Swan event happens, Jerome Powell has to cut rates, then that yield is actually going to probably end up going down from there. So it'll always be fluctuating. Okay? Now, will you be able to get yield, and will you be able to put your RLUSD into the AMM? This is another common question that we're getting. The answer is yes, you will be able to once the AMM clawback amendment gets passed. So the AMM clawback amendment is one of a few amendments that's actually in consideration right now. Our validators have started voting yes on it. And as the votes tally up, eventually, once we get that 80% consensus, then we go into the 2-week activation period. And then after 2 weeks, the amendment goes live. When that happens, all assets that have clawback enabled will be able to go into the AMMs. But as it stands right now, if your asset has clawback enabled, you are not able to put it into the AMM. So this is a very important amendment as it relates to RLUSD, because for Ripple or anybody else to be able to tap in to really the reason why we're using the XRP ledger, the liquidity, the best liquidity in the world, to be able to do so, you're going to want to tap into the AMM. And so this amendment needs to get passed. Once it does, I anticipate RLUSD and XRP, that pairing and that AMM liquidity pool, to be the biggest liquidity pool on the XRP ledger, right? Another big liquidity pool that we might end up seeing is RLUSD versus the dollar, or RLUSD versus USDT. We see this common on other exchanges where this is why Tether is in the spot that it's in, is that it's 60% of the market trades against a Tether pair. Now RLUSD is going to trade against any other pairing that basically we want it to. So all it takes, if you want to pair up RLUSD with Casino Coin, you're just going to take both those assets and you can create the liquidity pool yourself. And that's the whole promise of these deep open public pools of liquidity, and the benefit of them is that anybody can add to or draw from them. So will you be able to earn yield on your RLUSD just by holding it at centralized exchanges, earning 4 to 5%? Yes. Will you be able to earn some yield, basically the fees for being a liquidity provider, will you be able to earn those from the AMM? Yes. After this amendment gets passed, we anticipate that the RLUSD pairs will start being added to the liquidity pools, and those will start to build out very quickly. Now, with that being said, guys, if there's anything else that I missed or you are wondering about RLUSD, please put it in the comments down below, and I will make sure to address it in my next video. If you appreciate the content that we're putting out here on a daily basis, please make sure you like this video, you have subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our updates, and
Dear XRP community, I have some exciting news that could help you grow your wealth. My name is Rose.
What is up, 18? Welcome back. Awesome, awesome. Everyone's having an awesome day. So yes, we're here to talk more about Ripple, XRP, RLUSD, because those are the hottest topics on the market right now. And as you guys know, the announcement did come out saying that RLUSD is launching soon. It did get approved, but we are waiting for it to actually launch. The biggest question, though, is what is the price of XRP? What is RLUSD going to do? And is it going to launch anytime soon? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to launch anytime soon because I was expecting it to launch today, but obviously it did not launch today. However, the other question that comes in is what is this going to do for that of XRP? And as you can see right here, it says XRP facilitates RLUSD liquidity, enable buying, selling, and settlement processing while supporting fast, low transactions.
Yo!
They also serve as collateral to back RLUSD issuance and promote interoperability across the blockchain networks. As I've been saying this before, to put something onto Ripple, you have to wrap it in XRP. It means that you have to buy a one-for-one, just like you would on any other blockchain out there. So when they actually start to put this onto Ledger, that's what you're going to have to do. So you're going to have to purchase that of XRP to move it across the XRP network. So that right there is exciting. But it also says right here it's going to help provide a lot of other things, which I just read. But the biggest question I have right now is what is the value going to be of XRP? What is this going to do to the price of XRP? And again, this is all speculative. This is all fun. We're all having a good time with this. This isn't like a serious thing, but we are anticipating some movement. I personally think that this could actually do some pretty good stuff because I am invested in this, and I guess I want to look at pie in the sky stuff to see where my investment could potentially go. Again, some people could laugh at it because I'm excited for what my investment's done since 30 cents. So here we are right now, and what they're saying right now, these people on here are saying that within 24 hours of RLUSD launching, their price projection is to get to anywhere from $5 to $6. That is about a 150% increase from where it's at right now, which is kind of crazy, right? You're like, wow, that's actually a huge increase within 24 hours of this launching. We could see this price go all the way up. They're also projecting that the medium term projections are around $8 to $10, and the long term is anywhere from $15 to $20. So you ask yourself, what does this actually mean in price? So let's actually take a look at what this means in price here. And so if we actually get to the $5 price, which again, I think a lot of people are expecting to get to, is about a 2-time multiplier from where we're at right now. It gets us to about a $185 million market cap. So you're like, okay, that's actually pretty good. So what if we actually get to the $10 market cap here? And again, I actually like doing this. It's going to be a 4x from where we're at right now. And that puts us about a $571 million market cap, which is right around where Ethereum is now. So let's go to the high pie in the sky thing and say, hey, this could get to a potential $20 per XRP. And right now that would put us at about a $1.1 trillion market cap. So the question you got to ask yourself is that doable? To me, I don't think that's outside the question of doable. When is that going to happen? I don't know. Can it happen within 24 hours? I don't know. But can it happen within, a couple years? Yeah, maybe. I think that, that's on the table. It's definitely to be discussed because we do know that now that this actually has regulatory clarity and the stablecoin is right there approved, we are sitting like on the cusp of history with the stablecoin. And now you're going to be able to have money coming in from banks, money coming in from businesses. They're actually going to be able to put their money into the stablecoin and move it across chain to any cross-border payments or whatever they want to do. It's the first time we're going to actually have a stablecoin that's regulated in America. So to me, I guess that's kind of exciting. I guess I get maybe more excited than most on this, but that's where a lot of people are projecting this price to be. And I don't think that they're far-fetched by these price predictions.
XRP is on the edge of going parabolic. RLUSD ready to go live. I got a critical warning for you in regards to that. We got Trump.
Dear XRP community, I have some exciting news that could greatly boost your wealth. My name is Diraj Vadahan.
Hey friends, welcome to Stocks and Crypto Plays. I'm talking about XRP, also RLUSD, Ripple Labs, US stable dollar coin. It's about to be launched, all the evidence is out there, and it's going to bring a lot of new liquidity into XRP coin, and we're going to see massive pumps. And also it's going to help Ethereum because you can use that blockchain. So those two are going to get a massive boost from RLUSD, okay? It's happening. It's going to happen within the next couple of days, maybe today, maybe within a few days, maybe within a week or two at the most. It'll happen before the end of the year for sure. All right, so be ready for it. And XRP, you're wondering, well, what can XRP do? Well, this could really catapult XRP. We can see XRP hitting new all-time highs by Christmas for sure. And then also, what's the real top, where it can end up? Like, if XRP were to become the #1 crypto coin by market cap, that would put XRP at about $35 per coin. And I went on market cap of, and you can compare market cap. So if XRP gets the market cap of Bitcoin, where it is right now, we'd be at about $35 per coin. So if you're wondering where XRP can go, it can go there. It can become number one. It can be $35 per coin. It can happen. It's not unrealistic. And then you might be saying, well, why would XRP be the number one crypto coin by market cap? Well, RLUSD is going to really help it out a lot. And the cross-border payments. Also, that meeting that Trump had with Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, you might ask yourself, well, what were they discussing? What's XRP going to be used for? Is it going to be used for cross-border payments? Are they going to take over SWIFT? And then you ask yourself, well, will it be used in conjunction with gold? Some people are saying XRP will be backed by gold. Brad Garlinghouse did kind of hint that it was going to be potentially swappable with actual real physical gold. And then you have the CFO of Uphold, UPHOLD, saying in an interview that RLUSD would be swappable with real physical gold. I'll play the little video clip for you here at the end of that too. Just make sure you hit like and subscribe and notifications and you share it with a friend. So keep your notifications on, guys, because once I get word of RLUSD going live, I'll do a video and I'll tell you what it means, what the implications are, and all that. All right, guys? Talk to you soon. Have a great day.
We're anything to anything.
Okay.
So, you're not going to be limited to certain pairs. You can take RLUSD to Bitcoin, Bitcoin to RLUSD. You could take RLUSD to gold. So on our platform, you can really trade anything to anything. So it makes it really easy for the user to get in and out of what they want.
Hi, I'm Sunny Anderson. I have a TV show, I have a cookbook, and I also have all sorts.
Now that XRP has won their case against the SEC, can it finally become the backbone of the global financial system like many fans claim? What are the biggest catalysts coming to XRP in the next bull run? And how high can XRP price go in the next few?
Hey friends, welcome to Stocks and Crypto Plays. I'm talking about XRP.
It looks like RLUSD is about to go live, and in this video I want to cover exactly what we're watching on the back end right now because it is extremely exciting, as well as what that go live date is actually going to be. I also want to talk about towards the end of the video why I think this actually better positions XRP to be that world reserve decentralized global currency. Guys, this is something I think you are going to really want to see. Make sure to stick around for this whole thing. Like always, you're supporting me so much to this channel. Thank you to everyone who takes the time to like these videos and subscribe to the channel. These two simple things really do help me out so much. Also, if you ever need a place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my favorite exchange Uphold down in the description of this video. With that said, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. But guys, as I stated in the intro, the first thing I want to talk about is RLUSD finally looking like it's about to go live. We finally have all the regulatory approvals in place, and now we're just waiting on Ripple to flip that switch. Right now, we are watching tens of millions of dollars of RLUSD minted in the background, and I wouldn't be surprised if before RLUSD went live, we already had over $100 million of RLUSD minted. The other thing we're watching right now on the back end is RLUSD actually rolling out to all the exchanges. So not only is a massive amount of RLUSD being minted right now, but we're now seeing RLUSD actually rolling out to the exchanges and all the different trackers, wallets, and everything like that. It looks like RLUSD is actually going to have a lot of support on many of the major exchanges, and it looks like a lot of major wallet providers, including Coinbase, are also going to be supporting RLUSD. So it looks like this thing is going to have a ton of support. It has a ton of minting already. It has a ton of liquidity showing up, and it's looking like this is going to be a home run start for RLUSD. Now, the other thing I want to talk about here is when that RLUSD live date is going to be. And I think it's actually going to be tomorrow RLUSD is going to be live. One of the things we know is that typically companies do not like to launch new products on the weekend, so it's not going to happen this weekend. And the other thing we know is that there's a ton of excitement around RLUSD. Ripple knows a lot of people are waiting for it, and I have a feeling, based off of it rolling out to exchanges right now and a lot of this minting happening, that tomorrow is going to be the date RLUSD goes live. Who knows, maybe I'm surprised and something gets rolled out later tonight, but my experience with most tech companies is it's going to happen tomorrow. Now, with that said, I want to talk about something that is extremely unique about RLUSD that I believe positions it to be one of the most important stablecoins in the market, and that is who is behind RLUSD.
Small business owner, let your bill pay work for your business. Pay your business bills with your credit card. Even where cards aren't accepted, Nelia lets you use your credit card to pay for rent, suppliers, and more. Defer payments until the end of your next billing cycle. Keep cash longer and invest it where it matters most. Earn cash back, airline miles, or other
Jeremy, so my question would be, people can earn on USDC somewhere between 6 to 7% yield, kind of depending on the length of the term. How are you able to do that versus traditional lending instruments?
It's a great question. And there's actually a good amount of info out there on this on our website and others. So the way to think about this today is the yields on USDC today are driven by demand in the crypto capital markets. And when I say crypto capital markets, I mean all of the different investing, trading, lending, other capital market activity that's happening in digital asset native infrastructure, whether that's on centralized exchanges or on DeFi. And within that arena, there is a very significant amount of dollar stablecoin borrowing demand. There are, in principally from our perspective, very high quality institutional borrowers, and these range from asset managers and other forms of asset allocators to hedge funds to OTC firms, electronic markets firms, many other institutional market participants who want to borrow dollar stablecoins and put those to work in these markets, and they're willing to pay high interest rates for that, and they're willing to pay those high interest rates because they're actually generating significantly higher returns, and they can't go to JP Morgan Chase or they can't go to Goldman Sachs to borrow stablecoins. And so there is this intrinsic market demand that exists. And this has existed for years and years and years. I operated one of the largest OTC trading desks for a long time. And we borrowed all the time. And it was a really powerful way to augment the working capital that you had as a firm. And so that's just going on. It's going on at a much, much larger level now. There's also a retail dimension to that, which is a lot of the borrowing against protocols like Aave and Compound and others. That's very much individuals. We exclusively lend on a wholesale basis to institutional borrowers. And I think what also makes the approach that we're taking unique is, it's certainly it's these high interest rates that are being paid. But secondly, we actually over collateralize every single loan. So if you're lending $1 million USDC through us, we're actually we're getting $1.25 million in Bitcoin collateral against that, and we're constantly adjusting the amount of BTC based on intraday price movements to ensure that we're always in that 125% collateralization. So not only is it a high yield, it's also a secured, over collateralized, asset as well. So I think that also makes it pretty interesting.
Crypto is incredibly volatile. When everyone is trying to reach for the moon, there will always be turbulence along the way. But a few cryptocurrencies aim to do the exact opposite. They try to keep their prices steady and solid. The Earth, the crypto's moon. These are called stablecoins. Wait, that's actually a brilliant idea for a project. Make a stablecoin token pair where the stablecoin is named after the Earth and the token is named after the moon.
But as Luna goes into free fall below $1, it fell below $1 today. Absolutely wild.
Terra halting their network for a second time. Luna and UST face extinction.
Oh shit. Yeah, we'll explain why that happened a bit later in the video, because that involved a special type of stablecoin called an algorithmic stablecoin. Before we get into that, we need to first understand what a stablecoin actually is. I'm Jackson Dumont, Director of Video at Cointelegraph. In this video, we'll explain how stablecoins work and why they're one of the most crucial parts of crypto. If you haven't done so already, please consider leaving a like and clicking that subscribe button. We are the leading media for news coverage and education.
It's your #1 broker with the best full-service wealth management skills in the biz.
I'm seeing something from Schwab.
Schwab is a team of specialists for taxes, insurance, and estate planning.
Carl.
Schwab, a modern approach to wealth management.
Let's start with a simple definition.
Jeremy, so my question would be, people can earn on USDC somewhere between 6 to 7%.
The way to think about this today is the yields on USDC today are driven by demand in the crypto capital markets. And when I say crypto capital markets, I mean all of the different investing, trading, lending, other capital market activity that's happening in digital asset native infrastructure, whether that's on centralized exchanges or on DeFi. And within that arena, there is a very significant amount of dollar stablecoin borrowing demand. There are, in principally from our perspective, very high quality institutional borrowers, and these range from asset managers and other forms of asset allocators to hedge funds to OTC firms, electronic markets firms, many other institutional market participants who want to borrow dollar stablecoins and put those to work in these markets, and they're willing to pay high interest rates for that, and they're willing to pay those high interest rates because they're actually generating significantly higher returns, and they can't go to JP Morgan Chase or they can't go to Goldman Sachs to borrow stablecoins, and so there is this intrinsic market demand that exists, and this has existed for years and years and years. I operated one of the largest OTC trading desks for a long time, and we borrowed all the time, and it was a really powerful way to augment the working capital that you had as a firm. And so that's just going on. It's going on at a much, much larger level now. There's also a retail dimension to that, which is a lot of the borrowing against protocols like Aave and Compound and others. That's very much individuals. We exclusively lend on a wholesale basis to institutional borrowers. And I think what also makes the approach that we're taking unique is, it's certainly it's these high interest rates that are being paid. But secondly, we actually over collateralize every single loan. So if you're lending $1 million USDC through us, we're actually we're getting $1.25 million in Bitcoin collateral against that, and we're constantly adjusting the amount of BTC based on intraday price movements to ensure that we're always in that 125% collateralization. So not only is it a high yield, it's also a secured, over collateralized, asset as well. So I think that also makes it pretty interesting.
Crypto is incredibly volatile. When everyone is trying to reach for the moon, there will always be turbulence along the way. But a few cryptocurrencies aim to do the exact opposite. They try to keep their prices steady and solid. The Earth, the crypto's moon. These are called stablecoins. Wait, that's actually a brilliant idea for a project. Make a stablecoin token pair where the stablecoin is named after the Earth and the token is named after the moon.
But as Luna goes into free fall below $1, it fell below $1 today. Absolutely wild.
Terra halting their network for a second time. Luna and UST face extinction.
Oh shit. Yeah, we'll explain why that happened a bit later in the video, because that involved a special type of stablecoin called an algorithmic stablecoin. Before we get into that, we need to first understand what a stablecoin actually is. I'm Jackson Dumont, Director of Video at Cointelegraph. In this video, we'll explain how stablecoins work and why they're one of the most crucial parts of crypto.
Jeremy, so my question would be, people...
Hey everyone, and welcome back. This is the Part-Time Economist, and in today's video we are talking all about stablecoin issuers and how they make that money. Now, before we start the video, obviously it's not financial advice. I'm just trying to explain how cryptocurrencies work so you have a better understanding. Really quick, before we get into how they make money, I want to reiterate how critically important stablecoins are. If we look at the top 5 cryptos by trading volume, stablecoins are 3 of them, because anytime you trade on a crypto exchange, whether you're buying or selling, you're usually either selling into a stablecoin to lock in your profits, or you are buying into the crypto from a stablecoin. So stablecoins are incredibly important on exchanges. Also, with regards to decentralized finance, if I'm making a loan for 100 coins, I want to know that when that loan gets repaid, my 100 coins are going to be about the same value as when I lent them out. I don't want to make a 100 coin loan that's valued at $1,000, but when I get repaid, I still get my 100 coins, but now they're valued at 10 cents. So having a stable valued asset, in my opinion, is essential to the cryptocurrency ecosystem. But what is the incentive for companies to issue stablecoins? There are 2 key ways that stablecoin issuers can make money. Fractional reserve lending, kind of like banking, and then getting interest on their reserves. We'll talk about both of them in the video. The first way that stablecoin issuers can make money, and I will be honest, this is not one of the most popular ways, it's kind of looked down on in crypto, is through a fractional reserve model. Essentially, you want 100 stablecoins. I say, okay, give me $100. I'll create a stablecoin for you. I create this stablecoin, I issue it, and then with that $100, I know that not everyone that I issue these stablecoins to, they're not all going to redeem them on the same day, so I start lending out some of that money. Now, again, this is kind of similar to how fractional reserve banking works. For that reason, it's not really popular in cryptocurrency. Some companies have been accused of operating this way, and then the companies will say, no, we don't really do that. So not getting into that debate here, just highlighting that it is a theoretical possibility. Some stablecoin issuers could make money in that way. One of the more accepted, and I would say popular ways, is by using a fully backed model, but trading liquidity for interest and earning interest on the reserve assets that back your stablecoin. And I know that sounds like pretty detailed, but we'll break it down nice and simple. What we have here is the USDC stablecoin, which is issued by Circle. Now, I'm not saying USDC because I think you should go invest in it right this minute, or because it's the best, or because it's the worst. It was simply easy to find data, so take that for what it's worth. But essentially what USDC does, Circle, about 75% of the reserve assets are held in treasuries and 25% are held in cash. So what this means is that when they issue a stablecoin, they know, again, not everyone's going to come in to redeem that stablecoin at once, so they keep 25% in cash. So the people that do want to redeem their stablecoins, they can do that without an issue. The rest is held in treasuries, so they're making yield on those treasuries, which are traditionally one of the safest investments. If more people need to redeem, they simply sell those treasuries for cash and then redeem them for the customers. So we can actually see here, and this is really cool, this is why I chose the example of Circle, USDC, because they actually show you what individual treasury securities they own. And you can see here a treasury bill or note or bond is denoted by a specific CUSIP. This report is from August, I think. So some of the assets that they have on here have been expired. They've already been redeemed. But what we can actually do is we can take one of these CUSIPs and we can plug it into any brokerage firm, and we can actually get a yield.
USDC is money with all the benefits of the open internet, so it moves fast, across borders, real or virtual, and accessible by anyone.
On these treasury assets, and this is where I want to show you how stablecoin issuers make their money and actually give you a dollar amount for that. We can see here that Circle USDC had about 43.5 billion invested into treasuries. Now, keep in mind, we know that some of those are expiring. They had a long list of different treasuries. So not every specific treasury is going to be the exact same rate. That being said, they will be very similar because they're all short-term treasuries, right? Same issuer, so about the same interest rate. If we take that 43.5 billion times a 3.2% interest rate, we get about $139 million per year that they're earning simply from creating these stable coins. And I actually put the calculation on screen because I do not trust myself to do math, so there is the calculation to confirm. But lots of companies make lots of money, right? The thing that's so interesting about stablecoin issuers is that it is very close to a riskless business model. Now, I'm not saying that it is riskless. I'm saying that compared to other enterprises, there is considerably less risk, and I'll explain why. You're not really putting any upfront capital. Essentially, what you're doing is you're saying, hey, you want a stablecoin? I can make a stablecoin for you. So we demand payment equal to the stablecoin value. I'm not going to create a token and issue it till you pay me for it. So you give me $1,000. I say, okay, I'm creating 1,000 stablecoins. Now, at this point, I've issued 1,000 stablecoins. I have $1,000. My only obligation is to redeem those coins for dollars at any time. I can do that without losing any money, right? Now, that so far is pretty low risk. But what I actually do from there, I say, you know what? I know these people, they're not all going to come redeem their coins at once, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that money that's highly liquid. It is cash. I'm going to put that into treasury bills. Now, treasury bills backed by the full faith and credit of the U.S. government, highly, when we think of financial assets and you're going through all your training, they say that treasuries are as close to riskless as you can get. They're one of the safest assets, right? So we don't have to worry about the government defaulting on these treasuries. We don't have to worry about the price going down because they're all very short term. What we're going to do is we're just going to earn yield on these treasuries. We're going to keep a little cash if people come in to redeem those stable coins, but we're just earning interest on these treasuries. Now, let's think from the issuer's perspective. What's the best case scenario? The best case is that I issue these coins to you and you go and you trade them with other people, but you never actually redeem them, right? You sell them for Bitcoin. You put them in a DeFi protocol. That $1,000 that you gave me, I'm just continually reinvesting in treasuries as my old treasuries expire. So I put $1,000 at a 3% interest rate. Now I've got an additional $30 at the end of the year. So even if you do redeem, I've still made $30. But let's also think about the worst case scenario. My treasuries, they're not going to default. The worst case for me is that you come in and you say, hey, I had these stable coins for a while. I want my cash. Okay, all I do is I sell those treasuries, right? It's highly, highly, highly unlikely that I'm going to sell them at a loss. So I sell those treasuries. I've probably made a little bit of profit already. I give you back your $1,000, and from there, what do? I keep the rest as profit. So it's from a business perspective, we're not investing in a 20 million, billion, zillion, trillion dollar factory. We're not, buying real estate. We're essentially not creating a product until we've already got that money, and we're making money off a highly safe asset. So let's again think about this from the perspective of the issuer. What are the goals of the issuer, me, if I'm issuing a stablecoin? The interest rate on treasuries, again, is going to be essentially the same, right? They're all treasury bills. They're all short-term debt securities backed by the U.S. government. I can't really increase my interest rate that much, but what I can do is get more volume. So I don't want to issue 1,000 stable coins, right? Because then I get one treasury bill and like $30. I want to issue 1 million stable coins, 1 billion stable coins, because I can scale this very easily. Now, I maximize the issuance of coin by getting more people to trust in my cryptocurrency, to want my stablecoin over my competitors. The rate, again, remains the same, but the profit in dollar terms increases. Now, this is something that's very interesting because I want more people to use my stablecoin. It's a business that scales very easily. So how can I compete for customers? Well, I can prove myself to be the most trustworthy stablecoin. I can release my reports more often. I can comply with the government. I can try and say, hey, I'm the most stable stablecoin. You should trust me, right? Something that could also be a possibility, and I haven't really seen any cryptocurrencies doing this just yet. But if I'm earning that 3.32% interest rate, what if I pushed a little bit of that back to the holders of my cryptocurrency and I said, you know what, we are the only stablecoin that you earn interest on your stablecoin. This actually wouldn't be too far-fetched. We kind of see this already with checkable money markets. These are money market funds that will invest in treasuries, and essentially what you can do is you can write a check against your own money market fund. So think about this as a possibility for the future. I'm issuing 100 million stable coins, and every single dollar that I issue, I'm putting that into my treasuries. 3.2% interest rate, I'm getting $3.2 million per year. Now, flip this around. Let's suppose that if I offered customers a 1% kickback, I said, you know what, I'm earning 3.2% on these treasuries. What I'm going to do is, just for holding this stablecoin and choosing me over my competitors, I'm going to give you a 1% interest rate on your stablecoin. If you have one stablecoin or 100 stablecoins, at the end of the year, you get an additional stablecoin, right? Think how many more people would migrate to that stablecoin, right? So now we've got 200 million stablecoins issued. Even at the lower 2.2% interest rate, we're making $4.4 million. So I find that very interesting. Not saying that companies should do it or that they're going to do it. There's, you get into that area, well, now maybe it's a security, but from a theoretical perspective, I could see something like this trying to happen. I've not seen it yet. Now, there is a couple years ago, I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where it went, but there was something, the DAI stablecoin, there was kind of a wrapped version of that called Chai, which automatically earned interest for you, but you could redeem it for the underlying dollar DAI stablecoin at any time. Again, like I said, I don't know where it went. It was a decentralized versus a centralized stablecoin. So the only reason I mention that is just to say it's not something that's out of theoretical possibility. Some company could try and do this. So, as always, thanks for watching. Just did want to recap. Stablecoins are important. The issuers earn from issuing, and they earn more the more that they issue. So moving forward, they're going to try and gain market share. They could do this in a couple ways, by being the most trustworthy, but also perhaps in the future by trying to give customers a little bit of a kickback for using
I got water dead. That's bomb right there. Go ahead. Good boy. You can have it. Go ahead. Oh, they all over there. Oh shit. My bad, your name ain't pop up, bro. My bad. He AFK. I assassinated him last round.
What you doing, boy? What that Casey doing? What's that boy doing? What's that boy doing? Come here. Come here, boy. What that boy doing? What that boy doing? What that boy doing? Hmm? What that boy doing, boy? What that boy doing, boy? What that boy doing, boy? What that boy doing? What that boy doing, boy? Hmm? What that boy doing? He's weeping. He's weeping. He's weeping. The boy's weeping. The boy's weeping. Easy.
Back up. Back up.
What the hell is that, Cass? Hmm? Good boy. Good boy.
Yo, now the shit want to go off? Move, move, move.